Everyone, hope you're well. I'm Annalie. I'm a third year sociology student with a minor in English literature, which we'll go on to explore throughout the project. And I'm here today to just talk to you about the joint honours degree programme. And what it's like to kind of undergo that process and my experience with it. So, originally, I didn't apply as a sociology student at all. I originally applied to Lancaster as an English literature and film student. And as soon as I came to university, I kind of knew that I did want to make that change. So I decided to become an English literature student. And as you'll probably know, at Lancaster, you have to take three different kind of subjects in your first year as part of the major minor scheme. So along with two English literature modules that I actually took, um, I took sociology as well. And then when I got to my second year, I decided to change to become a joint sociology and English literature student. So that is a lot of changes that I've just gone over there. But it was the major minor scheme that allowed me to make these alterations. Um, I'm not necessarily recommending that anyone does that, but what it is to show is that there's flexibility if you're uncertain about what you want to do, and if you really kind of, you know, you want to trial things out in your first year, which I 100% recommend doing. Like, see what you want to do, see what you want out of it and things. And when you have made that decision, you can stay on the scheme, you can make alterations, and this is what, uh, you know, I'm encouraging rather than making a lot of alterations necessarily. So, yeah, why did I make so many changes? Really, um, I moved on to a joint honours programme that wasn't available through like the prospectus, but it was through talking to the admin departments that I got put on this scheme that was not available university wide, but it was something that they knew that they could adapt my timetable to fit to, so it was made an option for me. So really, I wanted to explore all my academic interests that I had at university. I didn't want to drop one subject, and I had the opportunity to do that. But I did find that when I came to my second year of my degree, I got a career mentor, and in doing that, I discovered what career I was interested in following, and that I knew that I wanted to go into health research and public health and something kind of in that world. And I knew at that point that taking English literature further wouldn't be particularly beneficial to me for that career pathway. Nothing wrong with English literature, but it would be more beneficial to kind of carve out a career pathway through um, taking certain modules in sociology, different essay topics, and my dissertation in particular, which I'll have another presentation on, it did reflect that I was trying to do that. So in my second year, at the end, I asked if I could change to a straight sociology degree, and it was fine. I now have a minor in English literature, but that isn't in the official title. It's just on the transcript, and that that is great. That is fine. Nothing wrong with that. So I do think all my decision making obviously reflects that I'm an indecisive person, but it was the only way that I was going to go about it. That's just how I am. Um, and I don't think, yeah, I'm not recommending it, but it was definitely the right decision for me. So just quickly about the benefits of doing a joint honours instead of a single honours, if you're interested, and this is what I found through my experience. So there's a lot of crossover that I think would translate really well, particularly, for people that I know who've done sociology, criminology, sociology, politics, but in this case it's English literature and sociology, and which I didn't really expect to find. So, um, yeah, in first year, the English module modernism reflects a lot of what the sociology module city lives has, and kind of so forth. You find that pattern, and it does mean that you can write really interesting essays from like a multitude of kind of point of views and build a more broad framework. There is a different style of writing that you have to adapt to between disciplines, but that you can use information from both, and like kind of cultural theory that is very embedded into English literature. So it was useful to have kind of both perspectives, because you had more readings and more in-depth knowledge on very similar kind of topic areas. So yeah, it's a great opportunity to continue with your academic passions, and you don't feel like you're compromising for one over the other. But I think it is just important to point out that with the core modules that you have to take, you do have to make some sort of compromise in terms of so many modules already taken up with core modules that you can't take lots and lots of extra modules, and you'd find that whatever that is between, that's more something that would affect you in second and third year. So I know that in sociology there's 45 credits that were compulsory, and then there was 30 credits in English literature, and with the total amount of credits that you take being 120, you've obviously taken up quite a lot of credits there just on core ones. But personally for me, that wasn't a problem, and I still got to explore everything that I wanted to in doing the core modules and in doing the joint honours. So I hope that was interesting to everyone, and just an insight into someone's experience who's done joint honours but is now on a single honours in third year, and just some insight into what that's like. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed, and yeah, have a nice day everyone. Thank you.